Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, we are working on that Ford Fiesta ST, the black one, the one that's at the front. I want to try and get it on its four wheels and inside the lockup. That's the aim, first thing this morning. I hope you had a great weekend. I had a really nice chilled out time with the family, done a load of stuff, bits and pieces. So it was really nice just to sort of chill out and sit back and relax. But yeah, it is Fiesta ST day. We have to get on with that. We're going to get it on its four wheels and we're going to bring it in here. So enough waffling. Let's just get on with it. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay guys. I'll tell you what, that's going to turn out a really nice ST line when I'm done. They look really, really good, these cars, don't they? So, yeah. Anyway, we're not doing that. We are doing the black ST. And we need to get it on, on four wheels and moving around. At least we need to get it moving around so we can bring it inside. Probably try and put that over this side and then get this running, driving, bring it in and get that on the ramp, the ST, if we can. So that's the plan for this morning. First thing, let's crack on with that. I have got another spare wheel. It's not the same colour as the ones on the outside. I am going to get these wheels all refurbed, but I'm not going to go down the route of putting them black. I've decided to keep them like this colour, which is like a gunmetal grey Ford original spec colour. So that's what we're going to go back to, this type of colour. I really do like it, actually. It's a nice one. So yeah, so that's the plan on the wheels. I have got some suspension parts. I've got a new leg and a lower control arm to put on, and it's just a case of just getting cracking with it, really. Like you can see that disc is completely sheared off that hub, completely cracked. So that's no good. Do we want to be doing the lower control arm out of here? I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to get that wheel. You can see that the wheel is sitting over this way. So it's definitely had a whack on the front here. So whether or not I'm going to be able to get this, I don't know. We're going to do this in a minute. What I was going to do, get this off, get this disc changed, get the wheel back on, the new one I just bought, put that on so we can drop the car down and move it around. But I just don't know whether or not the wheel's going to be hitting over here. Do you see what I'm saying? So we might have to do that lower control arm out here. That's what I was hoping to do it inside so I can get on the ramp to get it up, I think it's a case of just going for it and just see how far we get to do. I've got all these bits over here because I've got the lower control arm and the hub, and this come with it. So you've got a red caliper carrier and a disc with the pads and a hub. So yeah, that was my plan, really, was to sort of use it. But if I take this off of here, I can then put that, replace it for the one that's smashed on there just for the moment, just so that I can get another wheel on it and drive it in. That's kind of really where I want to do. So let me try that first. Let me just swap this over and see if the wheel will go inside and I'm able to turn the wheel left or right without it rubbing on the wheel arch. That is what I'm looking at. So yeah, it's going to be, I could probably measure it, to be honest with you. If I measure from that hole to the end of the wheel to see what that is, like there, and then just the trouble of when they're stuck outside, and then turning the wheel like this, like that, and then get the same measurement that I got from here to see where it comes to. So I'm measuring it before I do any work. Let me do that actually, and let me come back to you. Right, okay guys, I just measured it, and it's from the centre where the bolt is to the end of the wheel is 240 millimetres, which is there. So that is going to be close, I think we're going to get away with it. So let's just do that. Let's get this off, change the disc, put the wheel on, drop it down, get it inside the workshop. Workshop. Workshop to carry on. That's the plan. Right. Okay. Where was we last time we done a video on delivery? It was the wheel nuts, wasn't it? Do you remember the locking wheel nuts? I didn't have a locking wheel nut key. So I got in contact with Ford's, and I've got the locking wheel nut code, the key code, the actual bit of code, the booklet that comes with it in a bag. I've got that. And they said, yeah, that's fine, bring it in, we'll order it. It's £40 for the key and takes 2 weeks to turn up. I was like, nah, don't worry about it. I'm not waiting 2 weeks, no chance. So what I did was, I managed to bang over an old, where is it? Here. You can see all these that I've kept in the past. I managed to bang over one and undo it in the end. Got rid of them. So I'll get a new set of locking wheel nuts and put them on after we've done all the refurb, and after we've done, got to right to the end. We need to sort of get this a little bit close. It's not going to take too much, to be honest with you, to get this done. It really ain't. But yeah, let me set you up on the tripod. Let's get this wheel sorted out, get the wheel on, drop it down. Let's see if, we can get it maneuverable so I can move it around. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay guys, so yeah, I think my plan worked. And you can see how close it is to the edge. So it's definitely had a whack, look at that. So yeah, but it is just, I think it's manoeuvrable now, just to get it inside. So we can actually get it on the ramp and start work on the actual lower control arm and the actual leg and get it all changed over. But you can see that, yeah, it's completely smashed off that. There, that is just crazy. That has had a massive whack. Like to do that, because that's quite a heavy, chunky disc, that is, and to do it on this alloy as well. I don't know. It goes like that. That's quite a hefty chunk of thing, isn't it? But yeah, you can see that the whack it's had. That's why I'm just replacing it all, like not messing around, just get it all changed. I think there's enough turning circle. It's starting to rub on there, look. It's the only trouble. That's what I was worried about, it rubbing on that. See how we go. Right, let's get her inside. Let's swap it over for that one, get that ST line out of the way. I'll try and just put it over here for now, to be honest. If I'll put it over here, and then I'll have to reverse that ST backwards and then reverse it on that. So yeah, let me just juggle it about a little bit, guys. Come back to you once we're on there, hopefully. Right, okay guys, so yep, I've managed to get the Fiesta ST inside the workshop, limped it in basically. It's not that bad. It's just a little bit clunky because obviously the suspension was banging and clunking against this. It's just very difficult, you know, to manoeuvre it. In hindsight, really, I should have done it outside, but I just think, you know, all my tools are in here, the ramp's in here, everything's sort of, yeah, everything's in here really, so I need to get it in place. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blocks underneath, and then I'm going to jack it up because I want to take the wheel back off, I want to take the bumper off, I want to take the lights out, and I just want to have a good look behind the bumper at the front just to make sure, you know, nothing's happening behind there, whatever. There's no extra damage we've got to sort out. But if we have, we have. So, yeah, let me get you set up. But at least we're at least we're actually inside now, rather than, yeah, stuck outside on a axle stand. You know, we can really have a good look at it now and good sort out, good start on it. So, yeah, let me set you up. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, so the bumper is off. Took the lights off, took the bumper off, wheel arches. I just want to have a good check, you know what I mean? I want to check really, really well behind all of this because, yeah, it's a category N, non-structural, but I want to check to make sure. Peace of mind for me. And possibly the owner that wants to buy it when I'm finished. They can look at the videos and they can see, yeah, he was right. This has happened, that's happened, this has happened, that's happened. But basically, what I've found, we knew about the leg and the suspension part of it. That's all bent up there. That's all smashed to pieces at the bottom here. We know about that. So I've already got those parts to change. It's behind here that I was a little bit concerned about, of, you know, what it was going to be like and any damage, because the headlights were broke, the tabs. So this has definitely had a little bit of a donk. You can tell straight away because the bolt there is not sitting correctly on the position, both sides. So, you know, it has had a little bit of a hit. It must have. I can't see no damage to the bumper though. Like there's nothing on that bumper. There's no scratches, no nothing. Apart from that missing here, the towing eye cap. There's nothing else on this bumper that should absolutely suggest that that's had a front collision or a hit or a knock. It's just there's no evidence of it. So yeah, really, really strange. So we're definitely gonna change this slam panel. I want to get a new one of these slam panels. And the other thing I want to change as well is the intercooler at the bottom, because even though, you know, that's possibly nothing to do with the actual damage, it's possibly going to be all right. I'll be honest with you. I'll look into it. I'll find out. I don't think they're expensive, those intercoolers. I've got a guy that just breaks STs, Fiestas. And I think he must have one kicking around somewhere. The gear that he's got in his place is incredible. So he must have one. I'll speak to him. Have I got a spare one? I'm sure I had a spare one of them. For the last Fiesta I did, Fiesta ST. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, so this has definitely sort of been pushed. This slam panel's been pushed. So I want to change this completely. I don't think none of the crash bars been hit or touched, but obviously, you know, you can when you get these hit, you've got a bar there that runs on top of this crash bar that's connected. You can see it's connected here, and as it gets hit in, this bar gets bent inwards, like towards the engine, both sides. So they just want a little bit of a tweak back towards the outside, which is standard stuff really, but you can see there's like a fracture there. Can you see that crack? So yeah, it's really minimal, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not gonna mess around with it. I want to change it. It's just, yeah, like the bottom tray seems okay. They've got these arms here that goes up both sides. They're connected well to that. That's obviously cracked here. Does that piece go there? I found this piece here. This goes somewhere as well. I have to find out what it's going. But maybe I'll get a trims or something, or surrounds, something like this. This top part seems all right. It's just these side bits, especially this side, because this is where I think the impact was, with the wheel and the light. But it's strange that bumper's not been hit. You got this bottom trim as well, which is this. I think it's an air scoop. This plastics and stuff are just air scoops. They direct air into the intercooler, and the top part, the air goes into the system. So then they're not massive. Well, they are important, but they're not massively important, like structurally damagingly important. Do you know what I mean? But I think for what it is, I'm just going to change them, and then that intercooler gets changed as well. Apart from that, I can't see anything else. There's no other damage behind this bumper. Yeah, even like the actual underneath of the engine, it's really clean. Like, it's really nice and tidy. Really clean up there. No oil leaks. Gonna do a service, so we're gonna do an oil change anyway. Oil filter, oil change, air filter, stuff like that. So we're gonna do a service, but there's no sort of oil leaks or anything like that. Now this intercooler pipe hasn't been hit. It's just dirty and rusty, but there's no dents or marks or damages to that pipe at all. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for anything that needs to be replaced, you know. So yeah. And again, if the subframe, I've got to look at the subframe as well when we replace this. So, you know, is that all okay? Is there any issues with that? I very much doubt it. But again, the guy that I know with the ST parts, he's literally got the whole subframe section with the rack. And he said, like, it just comes in one piece. He said, like, they're not expensive. He said, like, 100 quid. So, you know, if I need one, they're there. He's got all the parts for these cars. So, yeah, I'm not particularly worried about getting parts for this. And that's another reason why I sort of went for it, to be honest with you. Because I just, yeah, he's got so many different parts for these cars that it's all he does is he breaks STs all day long. You know, he buys them for all the auctions, all the co-parts. He buys them all in. He's probably won loads that someone else has tried to, you know, bid and win and stuff, but he just wins them. Because he just breaks them. So all he does is breaks them. It's a shame, really, because it'd be nice to see more of these cars, more of these Fiesta STs on the road, especially these Mark 7s. There's not as many around anymore. And I don't think the new Mark 8 STs, I don't think they look like an ST anymore, really. Got to be honest. Does anyone else agree? Like, they just don't look like anything special. Like, this looks a special car, didn't it? With the wheels and the skirts and the trims and the seats. It just stood out. But now, the newer ones, they just look like ST lines. They've really sort of, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just having a little rant. I'm not an expert, don't get me wrong. I've not had loads of STs, but yeah. So that's where we are, guys. We have to do a little bit of work to this. We have to do a little bit of replacement to that sort of thing. And we've got to do this leg, get this suspension done, strip all that down. I'm going to do new discs all round and new pads. I'm going to paint these calipers as well. The calipers and the carriers are getting painted red. Like these ones. They should be like this. I don't know why. An ST-3 did not come with red calipers like this, carriers. It's crazy. Like, why didn't they come with it? Was it an optional extra? I didn't think it was an optional extra. I thought that was just a standard ST caliper, red. Yeah, but obviously I'm wrong because they're not bloody red, are they? It's an ST-3. So yeah, I've got these yellow stuff pads. Did I show you that? I don't know if I've showed you these pads yet. EBC brakes. These are the front pads. I suppose anything really, guys, anything at all that I can do is going to help. Not just, you know, with selling the car and that sort of stuff, but help in sort of braking performance and stopping performance is what it's all about, really. So yeah, you got 4 there, so that's the front ones, and then I want to get some for the back as well. Some guy was selling them on eBay, 50 quid for this. I thought that was a good deal because normally about 70 quid, 75, so 50 quid, brand new, job done. And then I'll get some for the back as well. And I think that's going to really sort of set it off. Paint the calipers and the carriers red, get the wheels powder coated to this gunmetal grey, repair all the wheels, put the brand new tyres, my brand new tyres that I've got over here, put those tyres on this car as well. And I just think, yeah, I think with all that sort of boom, and get this front done, get it all sort of, you know, anything changed that needs to be changed, get the suspension done and clean it up, I think it'd be a lovely car for someone. Really, really nice. Quick and easy. Quite cheap to repair this one, to be honest with you. Obviously, I'm going to be spending more money on the brakes, back and front, the wheels, the tyres, and that side of it, because I think it definitely needs to be, really. So, yeah. And obviously, I'll get the tracking done as well. I'll get a 4-wheel alignment tracking done, just because I've done some suspension work and stuff like that. Get that done as well. It's a Cat N. It's done 40,000 miles. Nothing, really, no miles at all, got to be honest. Give it a service as well. We'll change all the bits and pieces on it. And this will be a lovely little car when it's done. But, yeah, I just wanted to just quickly show you guys, like, you know, behind the bumper and the damage and what we're going to do and what the plan is for this car. So, that's going to be the end of today's video. We've started really getting into the ST now, stripping it down and having a look at it, and we will continue over, actually it'll be next week now, because I'm having a few days off, guys. This is going to be the only video on this week, so the rest of the week I'm going to be going away for a few days, have a little bit of a break, spend some time with the family, and then just chill out, and I'll be back on it next week. So yeah, take care, see you soon, and yeah, have a good one.